So what we're going to be doing is sewing a decorative border around all of our straps, as you can see here. I left about 1/4 inch. If you serged your edges, you don't even have to do this. We're just doing it because it'll look nice on the bag, and we're doing it in our contrast stitching. However, if you did do the method of taking your two pieces and sewing around them without the serger and flipping it inside out, this part will actually be necessary, because what that will do is pin down the flaps that are now inside your piece down, and so they won't twist or bunch or do anything strange when you're moving around. So as you can see, you just go all the way around and stop at the beginning, right there. And you do it for all your pieces. So what I'm going to show you now is how to corner. So what you're going to do is sew almost up to the edge, and on your sewing machine there's going to be like a little plus sign. This is the cornering guide. Once again, all machines are a bit different, so it might look different on yours, but on mine it's just a little cross. And what you're going to do is sew all the way up until the edge of your fabric is at the bottom of that cross. And you're going to stop. And you're going to make sure that your needle is inside the fabric. That's actually very important, because this won't work if it's not. What will happen is that this needle will act as a pivot point. So you're going to lift up your foot when your needle is in the fabric and your fabric has met the guide at the bottom, and you're going to turn it. And then you're going to realign with the guides here. And you're going to push your foot back down. And so straight. You're going to stop when your fabric meets the corner. Make sure that your needle is in the fabric. Lift up the foot. Turn your piece around. Put the foot back down and keep going. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is these are the more divider pieces, and you can see I've marked the right and the wrong side again. We're going to make that hem that we made on the middle piece earlier, and these two pieces are going to become the outmost layers of the bag, and on these will be sewn the straps, and on one of these as well as the flap with the QR code on it. So now our bag is really coming together. So I'm just going to do that. Again, you want to measure 5/8 inch. On the long edge, not the short edge, so the 14-inch edge, and you're going to fold it over. And pin it all the way along. Once you've done that, you're going to iron it to get a nice crisp edge, and we're again mimicking that hemline on the middle pocket at the top. So this will be sewn in contrast stitching. Okay, so now on both pieces, I only have one here, we've sewn our hem at the top. I did a zigzag top stitch. This is purely for decorative reasons. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it might be a good idea anyways, because it does really reinforce that hem. I'm going to go back and do it on the middle piece later. So right now we're ready to sew our straps onto the front and back flaps of the bag. So we're just going to mark the 5/8 inch seam on both edges. It's extremely important that you be as accurate as possible, as this is going to be later on sewn into another seam, and our strap is going to be right up against that, so we want to be as accurate as possible. So I'm just going to mark it on this side, like I did on the other side, 5/8 inch. So, and now I'm going to take our straps and use the pocket flap as a guide to pin our straps in the right place. As you can see, I've also top stitched on the straps too. Again, this is purely decorative. So you're going to want to fold your strap in half to find the midpoint, and you're going to do the same with this flap here. So I'm going to do the other way so I can actually mark where the middle is. So much like we were lining up the QR pocket, we're going to line up the straps. So midpoint to midpoint and up against the seam allowance. We're going to pin. And then we're going to take our flap and just make sure that we can actually fit it in between the two straps, as that's where it goes. And again, we're going to fold the second strap in half. Place it at the midpoint. Align it with the hem we measured out before. Again, using the pocket